morning, Beaufort High School.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of AAA Today.
Over the break, the Beaufort boys basketball team had a crazy game on Thursday. They played New Hampstead and won by a landslide 69-68. Alex Jones made a last-second shot that won the game for the Wolves. You missed out if you didn't catch the game. Here's the clip of Alex's buzzer beater.
Beaufort's rivalry team defeated Duluth 11-21 to 10-79 to move to 4-1 on the season. Top shooter was Lindsay Adams with a 288, followed by Morgan Adams with 283, Jacob Etheridge with 277, and Hayden Wiggs with 273. This past Thursday, over the break, the Wolves rivalry team competed against Lithonia.
I'm Jack with AAA Today. This is going to be our senior questionnaire. All right, Mr. Dale, what do you have planned for after high school?
After high school, I'm going to attend VSU to get my master's degree and then try to get into vet school.
Who would you say was your favorite teacher at Beaufort?
Overall, my favorite teacher was probably Miss McClure. I had her for 2 years. She was a great woman.
Sounds like a great person. What would you say to upcoming students that are about to come into the high school? I mean, resident freshmen.
I would say make sure you try everything you can. Never let fear stop you from trying everything, and always make sure to turn in your assignments.
One last question. When did you first come to Beaufort?
I came to Beaufort freshman year. The freshman summer, I enrolled in Beaufort. I was coming from Norfolk Place.
Alrighty, thank you for your time. You have a wonderful day. Did you first come to Beaufort?
8th grade.
What's it been like here for you these past 4 or 5 years?
It's been good. It's been really hard, but it's been good.
What's your favorite teacher in all of Beaufort?
I'm going Coach Johnson.
What about you?
You know, I have to say Coach Gilbert.
And why is that?
Well, he always made class fun, and he's always just been a great person. He's also my tennis coach, so Beaufort tennis.
I can't disagree with that. What about you?
I like him because he made math fun, and he was my golf coach. So,
do you have any advice for upcoming students in Beaufort High School?
Yeah. So I would have to say, you cannot procrastinate. It's really easy to do, but you just need to get your work done, and then you'll be able to go wherever you want to go and do whatever you want to do.
What do you have to say?
do your homework.
Do y'all have any plans after high school?
I'm looking to either go to Georgia Southern or Ole Miss and pursue computer science.
What about you?
I'm going to the University of North Georgia. I'm going to be a business major.
Alrighty, thank you for your time.
You bet.
Congrats to the Wolves gymnastics team for winning the 2 meets they competed in over the winter break. They traveled to South Forsyth and hosted the meet last Saturday. You're going to want to follow these girls on their road to another state championship.
Guys, I'm with the Athlete of the Week, and your name is?
Nick Stonecheck.
Okay, so Nick, what weight class are you in for wrestling?
The 126 weight class.
Okay. Also, what do you like the most about wrestling?
I like to win.
So what do you say is the hardest thing about wrestling?
Probably just making the weight cut. Like, I gotta keep my weight down, like just keep a good diet.
Okay, so how was the season for you?
I had a pretty good season, only lost 5 times. So as a freshman, I think that's pretty good.
And you also won state.
And won state.
Honestly, how'd you get started into wrestling?
Well, like my dad did it when he was younger, so he just introduced it to me at a young age, and I loved it, so I kept with it.
That's pretty cool. Well, back to you guys in the studio.
The BHS tennis team had a match against Providence on February 16th. The girls fell short, but the boys won 5-0. Over the break, there were no matches because of winter break, but this week, both teams have been killing it with a match every day.
The Beaufort Wolves varsity soccer team extended their winning streak to 3. Their third winning game was against Pinecrest Academy. They won 5-1. Unfortunately, they tied against Galloway 1-1 and lost last Friday in a rematch of the 2016 state quarterfinal 0-1 against Grady. This week they played Social Circle, and tonight they play Northview at home, so make sure to come out and support.
Beaufort's rivalry team defeated Duluth 11-21 to 10-79 to move to 4-1 on the season. Top shooter was Lindsay Adams with a 288, followed by Morgan Adams with 283, Jacob Etheridge with 277, and Hayden Wiggs with 273. This past Thursday, over the break, the Wolves rifle team competed against Lithonia.
This past week, the class of 2017's Lifetimers got the opportunity to read to the kindergarten class. These seniors have been in the Beaufort City school system for all 12 years of school. They dress in Dr. Seuss hats and lanyards with their kindergarten picture on them. They read classic Dr. Seuss books such as Green Eggs and Ham and The Cat in the Hat. This was a wonderful way for the senior class to give back to their community by inspiring the kindergartners to read.
The discovery of a super Earth-sized planet orbiting a sun-like star brings us closer than ever to finding a twin of our own water world. But NASA's Kepler Space Telescope has captured evidence of other potentially habitable planets amid the sea of stars in the Milky Way galaxy, NASA reported. The owner of an area photographic business has been sentenced to 30 days in jail after a drone he was operating knocked a woman unconscious. Paul Skinner was found guilty of reckless endangerment by a judge at the Seattle Municipal Court. It is believed to be the first time a drone pilot has been given a jail sentence.
Yesterday, some band students traveled to UGA for All-State Band. All-State Band is a competition that gives every band student in the state of Georgia the opportunity to go against the best of the best. This event is for students who excel when it comes to playing musical instruments, and this is also a very competitive competition in which many may not make it very far. Students travel from all over the state to compete in this competition. This event started yesterday and will last until tomorrow. Make sure to wish your fellow classmates good luck.
Congratulations to the BHS Quiz Bowl team. They finished second this past Saturday at the Region 8 5A tournament. Team members contributing this past Saturday were as follows: Matt Purley, Captain, Parth Purani, Alex Wynn, Linus Davidson, Ethan Doan, Abby Peterson, and Kurt Knudsen. Also, the BHS Star Student 2017 is Hee-Ju Choi, and the BHS Star Teacher of 2017 is Miss Amy Lister. Star Student is the member of the senior class with the highest SAT score. The Star Student also selects her most influential teacher as a Star Teacher.
Welcome back from this winter break. Everyone has now had the opportunity to relax and even go on vacation. Let's see what y'all did over the break.
Okay, so I'm here with Kanan. So Kanan, what did you do over the break?
I went to go see Get Out with my girl Becky.
Annika, so what did you do over the break?
I gutted a fish and I watched SpongeBob the rest of the week.
That sounds like so much fun. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Hey y'all, I'm here with my good gal pal Alina. Alina, welcome to Culture Corner.
Thank you.
And we're just going to talk a little bit and find out more about your culture. So, what are you?
I'm half Vietnamese, half Polish.
Ooh. So, do you have like a lot of Vietnamese family here?
Mm-hmm. All my family came over to America when my mom was 9.
Wow. Okay, let's see what else. What are some like Vietnamese holidays or traditions that like my family wouldn't celebrate?
We celebrate the Chinese New Year.
What do you do? How do you celebrate Chinese New Year?
We go down to Jimmy Carter to the Hong Kong market to watch the dragons dance, and then we like pray to our ancestors.
Wow. What is a popular Vietnamese dish or like a nice dish that you'd like to share with us? And what does it entail?
My favorite Vietnamese dish is pho, and it's like a noodle soup, and it's made of like beef broth and noodles.
Will you spell that?
Pho.
Okay. Can you speak any Vietnamese, or do you know any Vietnamese phrases?
I can say Alina Hong Viet Nang Thi in Vietnam.
And what does that mean?
It means I don't know how to speak Vietnamese.
You said that your mother came here when she was 9.
Oh, my grandma used to work for the American government, and that's how they got over here.
Wow. Was doing things. Do you have like any Vietnamese names?
Yeah, my middle name is Vietnamese.
What is it?
It's May, which in English means passion.
Oh, okay. How do you spell it?
M-E, with a hat on it.
Alrighty, Roo friends. Thank you so much for being on Culture Corner this week. We enjoyed learning a little bit about your mixed Vietnamese culture. Back to you guys in the studio. That is it for our show today.
Thank you and have a great weekend.